أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ثم الصلاة والسلام على خاتم أنبياء الله وسيد المرسلين المصطفى الأمين أبي القاسم محمد.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد
وعلى آل بيت الطيبين الطاهرين الغر الميامين، لا سيما بقية الله في الأرضين، مهدي هذه الأمة وخاتم الأئمة الحجة بن الحسن العسكري، روحي وأرواح العالمين لتراب بمقدمه الفداء. قال الله العظيم في محكم كتابه الكريم: أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى. آمنا بالله. صدق الله العلي العظيم.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
What one thing that humanity these days and throughout ages lack, is it technology? Is it education? What is it? What's the main thing that even some families lack? If you look into it, you see it's justice. It's one thing that sometimes you're unjust to your wife, sometimes the wife is unjust to you, to your kids, to your peers, to your brothers, to the society in general. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this verse, beautiful, all the verses of the Quran, whenever you look at it, you see something new. Inna Allah ya'muru bil-'adl. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala orders for you to be just. Adala. Okay, that's it? No. Bil-'adli wal-ihsan. Adl with what? Ihsan. What is ihsan? What is ihsan? If it's just adl, if it's just adl, if anyone, right, he gets what he deserves and only that, and he will be punished what he did and only that, there will be no order in this world, right? People, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us more than we deserve. And do not punish us the way we deserve. You see, sometimes a kid, once, twice, three times, when his own parents, his own mother disown him. Disown him. Why? Because he treated her or him unfairly. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is more loving and more merciful to us than our own parents. Adl and ihsan, these two needs to be together. And what? Ita'a dhil qurba. Ita'a dhil qurba. To be good with your kinship. And could mean another thing as well. قُلْ لَا أَسْأَلُكُمْ عَلَيْهِ أَجْرًا إِلَّا الْمَوَدَّةَ فِي. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as well points to that. Those three things, if you have in life, you have a perfect life. At least you can be a perfect family. Like a mini society. Amir al-Mu'minin salawatullahi wa salamu alayhi.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
Says, اجعل الدين كهفك والعدل سيفك تنجو من كل سوء وتظفر على كل عدو. صدق مولانا وسيدنا أمين المؤمنين. Says, make your deen your cave, that the place that you seek refuge in. وَالْعَدْلَ سَيْفَكَ, and justice your sword. Amir al-Mu'mineen till this day, did he lose any war? No. Why? Because he was just. Did Imam Hussein Salamullah alayhi lose a war? No. He was just. And I mean, when he says, تنجو من كل سوء, you will be saved from anything that it's bad, وتظفر على كل عدو, and you win over every enemy. If you see the life of Amir al-Mu'minin Salamullah alayhi, let me give you an example. There was a lady called Saudah bint Umarah al-Hamdaniyah. Saudah or Sudah mean black, but that doesn't mean that was her name. Doesn't mean that she was black. Anyway, she was with Amir al-Mu'minin Salamullah alayhi in Siffin, a woman in Siffin, in a battle with Muawiyah. Yes, she was encouraging the who? The Mujahideen. She was encouraging them. She was a very pious lady who once, after the martyrdom of Amir al-Mu'minin, went to Muawiyah alayhi la'anullah. Muawiyah saw this all. He noticed her. He knew her. He was in Siffin and he saw her encouraging them. So he told Sauda that, what are you doing here? And he said, weren't you the one who was with Ali ibn Abi Talib in Siffin? She said, yes. He said, well, why are you here then? She said that you put a governor on us. That he, an oppressor government, a governor. His name was Busr ibn Artat, la'natullah alayh. Busr ibn Artat was a vicious man. A vicious man. Muawiyah used him before to conquer Anbar, and now they Anbar, and they conquered and retreated. They just killed and pillaged, and they just went back. So Busr ibn Artat was that kind of man. She said that he takes our money, he oppresses us. She started complaining to Muawiyah. Said Muawiyah, said, what are you gonna do if I don't remove him? She said that we will say that you're a kafir, and if we can, we will rebel against you. Hamdan, as a tribe, were very loyal to Amir al-Mu'minin alayhi salam. They were from Yemen. That these people, of course, migrated even to Lebanon, and they say a lot of Lebanese Shia now are descendants of Hamdan. And it was one of the oldest and most loyal tribes in the all Arabic Peninsula, and they were loyal to Amir al-Mu'minin Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam. Sauda was one among them. Then he said that if you don't leave, I will give you to the same governor that you complained to me about. So she looked down and started reciting this: صلى الإله على جسد على روح تضمنها قبر فأصبح فيه العدل مدفونا قد حالف الحق لا يبغي بدلا فصار بالحق والإيمان مقرونا. That Amir al-Mu'minin, she said this, that may Allah bless and praise the grave that contained adl. So what grave is that? Muawiyah asked. Said the grave of Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam. She said, once while he was praying, I went and stood there waiting for him to finish. When he noticed me, he finished his salat quickly. And he came to me. You know what things lays in this and what Amir al-Mu'minin did here? First of all, Amir al-Mu'minin, he was praying. If it were me, wait until I finish my prayer. Whose prayer is more important and more straight to heaven and more accepted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Me or Amir al-Mu'minin? Amir al-Mu'minin cut off his salat short. Why? Because there was someone in need. The same Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that wanted us to pray Him, the same Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for example, one of the things that you can do to cut and go out of the masjid, in i'tikaf you need to stay 3 nights, right? Some people do it in month of Ramadan, Masjid Haram, in any other masjid, in month of Rajab, A'mal they do it with it. So 3 days they fast and stay in the mosque. But you are allowed to cut it short and go out of the mosque and not break your i'tikaf if someone is in need. Amir al-Mu'mineen did just that. First, second thing is that she reached Amir al-Mu'mineen easily. Very easily. No bailiffs, no gods. Amir al-Mu'mineen was praying and she was there. Third, that she said, he was nice. He came to me, speaking softly. Amir al-Mu'mineen. Amir al-Mu'mineen, you know, sometimes they said, how come that everyone that you fight, you win that fight and you kill him or let him escape like Amr ibn al-As. And Amir al-Mu'mineen here, he said he never chased someone who is fleeing him. If he fled, he will leave him. It's not like he needed to kill him. No. It wasn't like that. So, Amir al-Mu'mineen said that whoever hears my name, that I'm in front of him, he will help me kill him because of his fear as well from me. So Amir al-Mu'mineen, that night, that hero, was what? He came like a servant to that lady. And he said to her, what do you want? He said, your governor, not your governor, that a man who collect taxes, right? That they put on sadaqat. That's what she said. That he's oppressing us. He's, do you know any tax collector that's, he's not tough? Usually they are. That's comes with a job, comes with a territory, right? It's their work hazard. They need to, you've seen those people who find, what they call them, parking wardens, right? Have you seen anyone that is nice? I haven't. Maybe there is. Anyway, so these people are like that. Amir al-Mu'mineen, he cried and said, Allah, Ya Allah, you know that I didn't order him to oppress people. And he took a piece of leather and wrote on it that you are, he wrote an ayah, he wrote that you are removed and hold what's in your hand until your replacement comes. And she said he didn't stamp it. He didn't put it in something. He just gave it that to me. And she went and he was replaced immediately. What Sahib al-Asr wal-Zaman, Ajalla Ta'ala Farajahu Sharif, will do when he comes. سيملأ الأرض قسطا وعدلا بعدما ملئت ظلما وجورا. The first thing that he does, what? Justice. He didn't say that he will make people pray, go to Hajj, collect khums from them, collect zakat from them. No. Adl. And that was Islam about. Islam about is adl. Doesn't distinguish between people. Like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created us equal, and Islam treat us equal. Amir al-Mu'mineen Salamullah alayhi says that رحم الله امرأ أحيا حقا وأمات باطلا وأدحض الجور وأقام العدل. May Allah mercy on someone who removed batil and injustice and put justice in its place. A lot of people, they accuse Amir al-Mu'mineen afterwards of a lot of things, but not his adala, not his justice. A Christian man comes and authors a book that is what Amir al-Mu'mineen, Ali ibn Abi Talib, صوت العدالة الإسلامية, Ali ibn Abi Talib, the voice of human justice. So, the first thing that we should do as well, not to be unjust to others and not to be unjust to ourselves. How can we be unjust? ظلمت نفسي. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala didn't Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is just, He didn't oppress us. We oppressing ourselves. Like, can a criminal say that it was the system, the judge? No, it was you who led yourself to prison, and it is people who lead themselves into hellfire. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala hasten the reappearance of Sahib al-Asr wa al-Zaman. Ajallah ta'ala farajahu al-Sharif.